Much appreciated, Coach. Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in Northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
We just won't keep him.
Go! 70, Indy! You gonna see me in your nightmare, son! You gonna see me in your...
On first down, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing Jones. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away.
Yeah, I got at least some setups after this game.
And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, It's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Everybody picks him up.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Nobody picks
That
him
didn't appear to be a
up.
run,
He
but he
just
just started
straight
in once he
through.
saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Smoke. 52, right 52. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And it's complete. Hooper.
So
A
fucking
gain of
stupid.
right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5.
And the key number on that play, 3.
It's too many fucking, yo.
Third
I've
down.
been working on my O-line not to pick
Spectacular
this shit up.
catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out.
Come on, Bell. Let's go.
Short of the 45 at the
Fucking go,
44.
Bell.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Hey. Hey, we are ready.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And
Let's
taking
fucking
it
go.
across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, man.
The 42. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch.
One thing to keep in mind,
Ooh, you so
especially
fucking
in the
lucky.
second half, when you've got a
You
running
fucking
back
lucky.
this size
Get the
and these
fuck out of here. That's
dimensions,
7.
I
Stop
can
fucking
just
playing
tell
with me,
you,
man.
attrition does set in for a defense because
Let's go,
you're
Bell.
excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half.
Stop
and
playing
some of
as that
these short
linebacker.
gains
We gonna
turn into
expose
bigger
that.
runs later.
We gonna expose that. Get your ass off that linebacker.
Another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver.
Come on, big boy.
Let's
You
see
gotta-
what kind of
you gotta put
adjustments
your hands
the
on
defense
him.
is going to make to try and take that away.
You gotta put
Just
your hands
a yard
on
to
him.
pick up there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 16-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Franks. And it's caught. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a
You
first
gotta
and
put
goal.
your hands on him, big boy.
64, weak.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Squeeze, get in there. Ready. Hot.
They'll try and run it in with Bell.
Let's fucking
And
go.
take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Like that shit.
Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike
That
first here in
fucking
this
Barnett
opening quarter.
tripping over his fucking O-lineman.
An ideal start for them, really.
Let's go,
You force
Bell.
the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield
They
and
can't
score.
get off
I
the
told you
fucking line of
guys, it's just like a
scrimmage.
boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. With his size coming out of the backfield,
light his ass
usually
up.
Takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Let's fucking go. That's what I'm talking about, boy.
He will be ruled out of bounds.
Oh, man, get the fuck out of here.
Incomplete.
Listen.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be,
you need to see it all year, Ramsey.
The coverage
all
was
fucking year. Let's go, boy.
The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Jones. It's caught. Shepard. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Tight up. Who's your portal?
Let's fucking go.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up.
Come on, Ramsey. You see him running. Go get him. I shouldn't have to fucking signal you to go get him.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Shouldn't have to signal you to go get him. Go get him.
Drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Jones operating from the gun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
You're not doing this again this year.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Bell. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
Give me something.
On the ready. Come on, boys. 56. Check 56. Here we go. Charlie. 56 is Mike. 56 is Fox try. It's going to be a long.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Franks is going to fight, and that's caught
Let's
inside
fucking
the
go.
35.
Ball can't cover me.
The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Off the play fake. Franks. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's my fault.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Letting you know right now, you better bring it. Stand. Watch the shot. Blue dot corpus. Ready.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll take
Let
this
go.
into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown.
Le'Veon Bell. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this for up to the 46-yard line.
You ain't right by.
When we
Put him on his back.
To the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, Orville.
2nd and 6. And it's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
61, matchbox light. And Alpha. Watch the twins.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Get out of there. We got some dogs back there.
But I just don't think so. I think in this situation,
we got
the
some
defender's
dogs.
making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away.
Wow.
That's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
How did we mess that up?
Because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
That was stupid.
Here we go. Set. 8, read. Target. 49. Check 49. Get it.
Jones on 1st down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Cover!
Now Saquon Barkley. And an alley to run. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 14.
Here we go.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Looking to throw. Jones. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
On the
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Well, the drive starts with a completion left side.
Go to the middle.
Gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Going deep downfield. It got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Bell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Get the fuck out of here. He got him beat.
Incomplete.
Oh, that's my
fault. Has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there.
I'm so fucking mad. I should have just keep it locked up instead of putting
like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Throwing again. Franks. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Could we fucking not?
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. From the gun, Franks. And that's incomplete.
Come on, that ball can't hold me, man. Get that shit out of here. Ball can't cover fucking Henry.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away.
I'm mad. The ball can't hold me. Make that fucking catch,
it's
Henry.
A wobbler here. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
I don't
this
know
is
why
taken as the
guy
play.
Kick return.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
He should not be running kick return.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Double time. 4 down. Check three. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Off play action. Franks escaping the pressure right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Now a play fake here on first down. And finding the tight end.
Ball can't hold, y'all.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and
probably running
too
tight end set.
About that and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there that sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Get the fuck out of here. Come on. You gotta...
way forward, but I don't think he got there. They end up getting stuffed twice
Bro,
after that 9-yard gain back on first down. So on
you got to put him on his back,
Jags
man.
kicker Josh Lambo comes on. This will be a 37-yard attempt.
You got to put him on his back.
And Lambo will put this one through, and they will stretch the
good
lead
for
now
that.
to 17-3.
Too fucking great. Put him on his
put
back.
Another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here we go. 60 or. Drop deep,
Now on 2nd and 16, Jones. And that one got
Make that fucking play, Thompson.
It brings up 3rd.
Make that play.
That matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed
Make
is the
that
key.
fucking play.
You
Let's
have a
go.
guy that fast, and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away. That's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Now on 3rd and long.
That's what I'm talking about, ET3. Let's fucking go. That's why you came to Jacksonville, to win a ring.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Okay, ready. 52. Go, go, go. Let's go. It's run, baby.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all
If you make
around.
that play,
Excellent blocking.
if you make
The
that
guy
play,
carrying the ball, he was the finisher.
that's 7.
A really nice run.
All you got to do is just make that play,
The
bro.
last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Ready.
Off the play fake. Franks He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that
Make that fucking catch, dog. Make that catch. He got him beat.
No call, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough
catch. Got him beat. Make that catch, Ross.
The presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. From the gun on third down.
Make that catch. You got him beat. You shouldn't have dropped that.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That puts him in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19. Now Bell. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Second and 3. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Hooper there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
That's what I was looking for.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
I see you, E.T.
Looking for more
I see you, boy.
Down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And
Way to come make that play. Over the top.
Need a few of those to actually
trying to
in order to get
fucking
back
go for the INT.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Jones now back to the air on second down. And an alley to run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. They'll run on first down. Barkley. A gain of 3, second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Ready? No. Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
They'll run it again with Barkley. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Man the fuck up. Let's go.
Check 24, check 66, pull it high.
Let's go. Man the fuck up.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. And Ingram holds it in. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Go now. 15. 13. Spell.
Man the fuck up.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Ready. 80 weapon. Check 17.
Here's Jones. Operating from the gun.
It's fucking dope, boy.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the ball back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll get it out to the 12-yard
y'all gotta do Bell like that, dog.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he
take him
does.
out.
It sounds trite, doesn't
You had
it?
a good
But in this
game
case, it's
already,
perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all
had
he
your game
does
already.
is just find avenues,
preserve that
find
body.
ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Back to throw. Franks going deep downfield for Ross.
Come on, Ross. You gotta get to that.
Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
You gotta get to that, Ross.
4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to
Come on, Fournette. You gotta run through those tackles,
the strategy
man.
would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Franks. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
God damn, big ass shoulder
The amount of
pads.
sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
52,
Throwing on 3rd and long. Franks.
Ah,
And
you
he
son of a
fires
bitch.
one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole. And he will bring it back. It's a pick
Fuck, I didn't want to
six
say
and a
no
Giants
INTs.
touchdown.
I'm mad now.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point.
Do not want to throw no damn
And this is
INTs.
up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27. They'll run it again with Fournette. He takes this for 3
Get
to
the
the
fuck
20.
out of here, man. Hold your block.
They want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward.
Hold your block.
They want
What
the
you
onus
doing?
on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
To throw on 3rd down. Franks. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that
another year
guy clean.
developing this
They want
fucking
that
O-line.
uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
I'm mad. Let's fucking go.
Ready, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready for this? They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Jones throwing again. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Only a yard there. Snipped out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
You gotta make that play,
17 yards and a Giant 1st down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Jones. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Let me stop playing like this
Evan
game is already
Ingram,
over with.
34 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
I'm playing
The
around.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Bell. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
52. 52's the mic. Go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Off play action. Franks. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Caught here by Bell. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run it with Bell. And he's got room past the 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Fournette wouldn't do that. Because he'd get stuck on the fucking O-line.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Jones now throwing on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Jones to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrich Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt, and that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Jacksonville, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.